Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
And if you check out their upcoming schedule, it's hard to find an opponent that's going to stop this streak. I don't know that anyone's on their level right now.
Every challenge that's been thrown their way, they have met it. Every time you think they might fold, they don't. It's been pretty incredible. If you look at the history of the Lakers, they've always had elite big men. That tradition goes all the way back to George Mikan in the 40s. Then they had Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, and then obviously we know what Shaq was able to do there.
Just 5 on the clock. Paul for 3. They get it again. Outside for Booker.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. The Los Angeles Lakers, home to some of the greatest bigs of all time, Richard.
Yeah, Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, Pau Gasol. The Lake Show winning titles with those large dudes, proving that size does matter in this league.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game. And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Back to Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now Los Angeles with it. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Pass to Davis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Man, good whistle there.
And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the score by the Lakers. Back to Biyombo. And the layup falls.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Here's James. Goes back up. Hachimura outside. Got a piece of it. To the right side. And here's Schroeder outside. Offensive board. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Biyombo. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends. Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's Bamba. That one falls, coming off Schroeder's feed.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Pass to Craig. He takes it in. That one goes. Count it. Craig's got the second bucket on the night.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Beasley misses.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Lee. James with the block.
Oh, look at the old man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. That one's good for 2.
Assisted.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
17 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Ross. Rebound, the Lakers. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
They got a little too conservative after the half. They lost their edge and paid a big price for it.
He can make you miss in more ways than just one. Bron with a nice little dribble move.
Quarter with the score.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers.
9. The Lakers 18. Ladies and gentlemen,
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Davis.
Anthony Davis.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Reeves.
Well, there's so much worldwide talent in basketball right now. Teams have scouts in every corner of the globe, RJ.
Yeah, you have so much talent around this league, and you only have to go back a few years when you had every single postseason award was won by an international player. You had Pascal.
Oh, big finish! Wow!
Okay, I see you.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Sheriff Vanderbilt.
Yep, that one goes.
Assisted.
Vanderbilt's got 8.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And Anthony Davis on the NBA's top 75 list. Grant, you think that was a controversial selection?
Well, I mean, it was mostly due to how young Davis still is. You can't argue with the all-NBA selection and numbers. And, of course, being a recent champion may have put him over the top.
Pass to Davis. There's the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Anthony Davis.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
In 2008, Kevin Durant ran away with the Rookie of the Year award. It wasn't even really close. And still, I'm not sure we realize what an all-time great he'd become.
Outside Paul. Out to the right wing. Pass to Durant. Here's Okogie. There's the triple. Phoenix no good that time either. Turns out that Durant's rookie season was the worst of his career, Richard.
And he was fantastic that year. Within 2 seasons, he'd become the league leader in scoring. His rebounding would improve, and by then we knew we were watching a Hall of Famer.
As for the Lakers, you think this is the last team LeBron plays for?
You know, B.A., he certainly wants to play with his son. We know that. Now, whether that's in the purple and gold, only time will tell. It would definitely be fun to see them both with this storied franchise.
Davis with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Out to Beasley. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Inside.
Ball entered below the basket. Phoenix ball.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Outside Craig. Pass to Paul. To the middle. Craig, good. Craig's got his third basket on the night right there.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Back to James. That one falls, coming off Schroeder's feed. James has got his second basket of the game.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Here's Payne. The shot won't fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. 54 seconds left in the first half. To the inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Mo Bamba.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he can't get the first one. Campaign is the perfect example of how beneficial the G League can be, Richard.
Yeah, it gave him a chance to play real minutes, and it kept him sharpening his skills. Then he got to come back into the league better than ever. A true success story.
Back to Beasley. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Good on the shot. Bamba's got his second bucket of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
7 seconds left in the half. Here's James. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ending the quarter up 10. Just pounding the painted area.
The Lakers, 32. Phoenix, get on your
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Paul. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Davis with the block.
And this is how AD led the league in block shots. It's not just his wingspan, but it's his awareness, his basketball IQ when it comes to reading the game.
Double team on James. 6 to shoot. Russell with the ball. Now guarded by Aiden. And book it for Vanderbilt.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Pass to Aiden. And so the ball out of bounds. Aiden touched it last.
Coming onto the floor for your Suns.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Here's Paul. Driving to the basket. And the layup is good off the glass.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Pass to Durant. Back to Paul. Paul draws the double. Now here's Durant. Out left to the wing. Outside Paul. Let's go with a three. Vanderbilt pulls it in. And here's Russell. Lets it go. Durant pulls it in.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Josh Okogie.
And the Lakers making a change here.
Lakers substitution, Rui Hachimura.
To the paint. Davis misses.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Here's Durant. Connects. The jumper drops. Durant's got 10 points.
As versatile as they have come in NBA history, Durant just makes it look so easy.
Timeout.
And there it is for him.
Austin Reeves.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Phoenix calls timeout. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college at Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in '04. And, look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe and Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in a live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks.
Just one of the most impressive titles in league history, guys. 2020 Lakers winning it all in the Orlando bubble. A testament to LeBron James and that team.
That 2020 bubble title for the Lakers, what made it so difficult?
B.A., the mental grind of all that time in the bubble. 3 months in the same place. NBA players are used to being in 4 cities in a week. So it really was a different kind of challenge for them.
Lakers foul.
And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
From the inbound. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
Some solid defense from Bamba.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Suns foul.
This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Last outing for Phoenix, the loss. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty. Shots good by Durant. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Now here's Ayton. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Pass to Okogie. Paul with the ball. Defended by Paul. Tries again. And it's good on the way in.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Here's Okogie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And here's KD for three. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But with KD on this team, they are right in the thick of it as far as contending.
Back to KD. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Fires from the line. Misses off the right iron.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
To the paint. Here's Booker. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And stolen by Booker. Pass to Okogie. Back to Ayton. Buries the long-range jumper.
And I'll tell you what, stretch bigs are getting bigger. Ayton, Embiid, Big Cat. This is the future.
Now here's Paul. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Here's Okogie. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. The Suns trailing. Paul for three. Here's Durant. Drops in the layup for two.
This is the length that Durant provides on the offensive boards. Love whenever he puts it to use like this.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Payne with it. He's picked up by Lee. Over Lee. That one a little long. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Back to Ross with the drive. Here's Biyombo. And nothing is falling for him right now. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Payne. Suns keep it alive. Suns trailed by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
1:16 left here in the first quarter. Here's Ross. Phoenix no good that time either. Suns leading by 3. Here's KD. Ross grabs the board.
And you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk that ball? I still can't figure that one out. And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
At the line for one.
That one misses for Durant.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Defensive foul.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark. Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's KD. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. Here is Ross. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Suns have gone 0 for 3 in the game at the line, missing all previous chances.
4th team foul.
First one falls for him.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Phoenix ball.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Kevin Durant.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Payne's shot is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
That's the end of the
And so the first quarter is in the books.
Your
Suns ahead.
8. The Suns 13.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Biyombo with the block. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Swiped it away. Pass to Lee. Uncovered. Misses off the left iron.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
There's Okogie. On the wing, Booker. 5 to shoot. Good on the three-point shot. Booker's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Suns. And you hear the term point forward. Then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Outside Durant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.